everyone, welcome to another board game review for the Comic Hunter. I'm Erin and today we're going to be looking at Splendor, a 2 to 4 player game where players are merchants in the Renaissance trying to gain the most victory points, or as they were called back then, prestige. Set up the game, shuffle each of these development decks separately and place them in order like this. 1 on the bottom, then 2 above it, and then 3 above that. Take the top 4 cards from each deck and place them face up next to each deck. Shuffle these noble tiles and place them beside the cards. The number of tiles you use depends on your player count. So for our game, it's a 2-player game. We will have 3 noble tiles. The number of players plus 1. Put the remaining noble tiles back in the box. You won't need them for this game. Lastly, take the tokens and sort them by color and place them in reach of all players. With a 2-player game, for example, you won't use all the tokens. 3 of each color are removed for this game. But don't remove any of the gold ones, they're always used. They're wild in this game. Then, pick a starting player. The game says the youngest player goes first, but feel free to break that one rule. Here, we like to roll for it. And that's the setup. The winner of a game of Splendor will be the player with the highest number of prestige points. Once someone gains 15 points, you finish the game that round, and the player with the highest prestige wins. Prestige points are gained by collecting development cards and noble cards that are printed on the top left of each card. The amount of prestige points they give you will differ from one card to the next, and one development deck to the next. On your turn, you can perform one of 4 actions. The first action you can take is to take 3 gems of different colors. Go to the chips and take 1 gem from 3 different stacks. You can't take any of the gold chips, they're wild. We'll see how they work later. Second action you can take is to take 2 gems of the same color, but you can only do this if there are at least 4 tokens in the stack. So for our 2-player game, since I took a green, blue, and black token, you could not take 2 from those stacks since there's only 3 left. But you could take 2 white. You still can't take any of the gold ones. Your third possible action is reserving 1 development card. Take 1 face-up card or draw from the top of the deck and gain 1 gold token. You keep the card hidden in your hand for future use. Each player can only have up to 3 cards in their hand and you can't discard them. This is the only way to get gold chips. If there's no gold chips left, you can still perform this action, you just can't get a gold chip. Finally, the 4th action is to buy these development cards. Here, you spend the number of chips shown on the side of the card to purchase that card. So, for this white diamond card, I would need 1 blue, 1 green, 1 red, and 1 black. I could also choose to purchase any card I have in my hand from reserving a card. So I will spend my red, blue, and black chips. I can also use a gold one as a wild. It can count as any color when buying development cards. After purchasing the card, you place it face up in front of you. If it has prestige points, you immediately gain those points. You also gain this bonus gem that you can use in future turns to provide a discount when buying cards. So now that I have a white card, even though it didn't provide with any prestige points, it does give me a discount of 1 white gem every time I purchase a card. So for example, if I have these cards purchased, I can just pay 1 gem for this card. This means I can get cards for free if I have enough purchased. Noble cards are not bought this way. At the end of a player's turn, if they have the right amount of bonuses on their card equal to the noble's cost, they just receive that noble's tile and the prestige points. Splendor starts off slowly, but can really gain momentum as players begin to purchase cards. Players will try to get the perfect blend of cards to gain their discounts while still aiming to get as many prestige points as possible. You will also need to build a small foundation of cards to get some of the more expensive cards that have more points, while also trying to gain noble cards at the same time. Players will end up watching for what card you might be trying to purchase while trying to get one of their own. But will they get that card before you? Maybe you can reserve it to try to slow them down and get a powerful gold disc. Splendor is easy to set up, quick to learn, and playtime is around 20 to 30 minutes. It offers enough choices to keep you thinking, but not enough thinking to slow the game down. Each player's turn is quick, with only 4 actions to choose from, so you'll always be engaged in each other's moves. The race to 15 points has never been more fun. Check out Splendor for some fast chip collecting and card development fun. If being a leading merchant in the Renaissance is your thing, maybe also check out Istanbul. a game of being a merchant in Istanbul as you go around the market collecting gems. It's the same premise as Splendor, but done completely differently. Or maybe you just like to collect cards and get more cards. In that case, check out a review of Dominion. Until next time, this is Erin for the Comic Hunter, saying, hey, no, I wanted that card. Don't take that card. Thanks for watching.